The DCEU is an absolute weird place right now. I've been talking about this frequently on my channel because I do actually care about it and I want to see it be a success. With Shazam opening up this weekend to what is going to be a $50 million opening estimate for domestic box office, with a reported estimate of $145 million for the worldwide gross, what we're seeing in regards to Shazam's success is high based upon the lower budget of the film. And I do hope that this shows DC that, listen, you can have these out there stories, but have it still be connected to a grounded universe, and ultimately that will be a success. Especially because I do feel like the Elsewhere's approach to the Joker is still kind of half-assed in my opinion. I will be reserving all judgment until I see the film. So just so we're clear on that. But the other side of things right now, a little bit odd with regards to the Suicide Squad, which is now getting a lot of commentary coming out this morning. We've learned that Viola Davis is back as Amanda Waller. We know that Margot Robbie is back as Harley Quinn. We know that Courtney is back as Boomerang. And we know that Joel Kinnaman, now confirmed this morning, is back as Rick Flag, which means that the vast majority of the Suicide Squad is back for this not rebooted sequel sort of thing, which leaves then the question, okay, with the whole team there, is Idris Elba going to lead them as Deadshot? Well, as we just learned, no, he's not. Idris Elba will not be leading the team as Deadshot because Idris Elba is not going to be playing Deadshot. This is big news because this actually says a lot about where things are. It says, though the next installment of Suicide Squad franchise is moving forward full steam ahead with the addition of Idris Elba, the movie will now move forward without one of its main characters. Though it was previously reported that Elba would be replacing Will Smith as Deadshot in the new pick, sources now tell Variety that all parties, including James Gunn, have decided to move on from the character Deadshot, with Elba playing a new character in the Suicide Squad, and Warner Brothers is, well, they're not commenting. And it's interesting that they're not commenting on this, mostly because they probably don't want to make the full announcement just yet. Comic-Con is a couple months away. That's where they're going to be making their big announcement for it, because you know they're going to be showing off a lot from Wonder Woman 1984 and Birds of Prey, and they're going to want to make a big splash at Comic-Con, especially the Saturday, Hall H, all that jazz, which you don't even need to be in Hall H for that anymore. You can just watch all the announcements immediately online. So Comic-Con kind of shot itself in the foot by allowing Warner Brothers to get away with that shit. The point I'm trying to get through here ultimately is that the Suicide Squad is changing things up, and it should. It absolutely should, in regards to who Idris Elba is going to be playing. I like the fact that he would be taking over for Deadshot, but I wasn't entirely sold on it because, for one, I'm a big Will Smith fan. I thought he was great as Floyd Lawton playing Will Smith in the movie, and I want to see him continue in this role. And I think that ultimately what's going on here is that Will Smith still wants to go back to playing the role. And I think there was maybe a bit of confusion in regards to that, maybe involving a contract or an agreement down the road. And it's entirely possible that Idris Elba met with James Gunn and was like, look, man, I don't want to play Will Smith's sloppy seconds, especially coming off of what's clearly going to be a big breakout role in regards to him being the bad guy in Hobbs and Shaw. Idris Elba is a name many of us know and many of us love. He's played a lot of great characters, but he rarely ever takes the lead. So, I mean, what's the last movie he starred in where he was the lead, I think, was Bastille Day, which didn't really do anything over here, but it was a French, action film that he was in. And of course, he has Luther on the BBC. And I'm not trying to downplay anything involving Idris Elba's ability to be an amazing talent, because that's exactly what he is. But outside of The Wire, before anyone comments, yes, I know he was in The Wire, in regards to theatrical outings, he's still kind of like, people want him to be A-list, but he's not A-list yet. So coming into an A-list position with the Suicide Squad being the lead in that and taking over Will Smith's role always kind of felt odd to me. But the question then becomes, who is he going to play? Now, a lot of people are suggesting, and I believe this is going to sound like a weird one, but I kind of think it's a good idea. In regards to casting Idris Elba for a character who can sustain himself in the DCEU for the long haul, Jon Stewart, man. Now, it seems kind of weird to have like the Green Lantern or a Green Lantern come down and work with the Suicide Squad, but it's not out of the realm of possibility depending on the storyline that James Gunn wants to take. Now, keep in mind that James Gunn introduced us in Marvel to the cosmic side of things and kicked off that whole world. And that is obviously where his mind is, where his intent is to go off world, to go into space. So one must question the fact if he's going to be bringing that aesthetic to the DCEU and going into Green Lantern Corps, if that's even going to be a thing anymore, and tying those two properties together by syncing it up with Suicide Squad could actually be a very interesting take on things. And I, for one, am very fascinated to see what happens. And of course, we probably won't get a full announcement until Comic-Con, which is going to be the third week of July. And yes, I will be there in Hall H that morning, come hell or high damn water. But I'm curious to know what you guys have to say about this. Let me know down in the comments below. You guys can always hit me up at Twitter, social media links up there. And I am always interested to hear your thoughts and opinions. Also, what do you think of the new backdrop? What do you think of this? You think it looks better? I am just trying it out. Let me know your thoughts. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.